Yo, what's good guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be making a sampled BigXthaPlug beat from scratch. First, we're gonna break down a sample that I already made, and then after that, we're gonna flip it into a hard beat. If you don't know about BigXthaPlug, he's a rising rap artist from Dallas, Texas. He's been blowing up over the past couple years. You probably heard his song, Texas.
Bitch, I'm from Texas.
He's got a bunch of other songs that are super fire, and he's even collaborated with some bigger artists already, like Offset from Migos,
Stay away from the snakes cause they slime.
and also Maxo Cream.
Son, ain't no telling what I need. The young bang a crib like a high.
So without further ado, let's get into the video. We're pulled up inside FL Studio now. So this is the sample I made. I'm gonna just play it through one time for you guys so you can see what it sounds like. So yeah, that's the sample, super soulful. So first thing I started with this sample was actually this drum loop on Splice. I wanted to make something soulful, and I felt like that 3/4 rhythm would go really good. I feel like it just automatically makes stuff more jazzy or soulful. I started with this and just a couple of perk sounds. Got this little perk from the Foundation drum kit from Infinite. Kind of just put that down. I added a crash. Once I had that basic little rhythm down, I started adding melodic elements. The first thing, these keys right here. I got this preset from Analog Lab Play. It's called Wavy. If you guys watched my last video, you can download that for free. If you haven't seen the video, go check it out. I talk about my favorite free VSTs and stock plugins and make a beat with some of those. Might be wondering why there's a little pause right here with the drum loop. There's a little pause right in that same spot. So yeah, I kind of just cut out the piano right there just to complement the drums. So I started with a D minor 9 chord. After that, I dropped the bass down 4 semitones. From there, I kind of just put in a couple notes that I thought sounded good. So I put in this F, this A, copy of the B flat, D on top. It's kind of like a nice transition. And then this last chord, I wanted the melody to keep going down, so I dropped the bass note down one more, this note down, kept this one the same, dropped that one down, and then I added this one. Back to the first chord, we have that pause. This is the same exact chord, I just added an extra note right there. Back to this chord, same as this one over here. This one is very similar to this one also. If you invert that down, these are almost the same chord. I just inverted this one up, and this one I brought down 2. And as for the bass note, I just dropped it down 3. In the second half, it's basically the same as this. I just inverted the G over here, so it's the same as this, but just with the G up. Over here, I just inverted the F. So this one, just put that up. Same with this last one, I just added an octave copy of the G right here. Not too many differences, but just added a few small things to like spice it up a little bit so it didn't get boring in the second half. The next thing I added, a Rhodes piano. Copied this melody over, pressed Option Y if you're on Mac to flip it, and then I rendered that out. I pressed the little reverse button right here. Now we got this. Makes a nice little layer when it goes with the keys. The next sound was also from Analog Lab Play. made another layer, same exact chords, and just copied it over to this piano. American Home Grand preset. Got around this point and then I was like, I think I need to add a bass to kind of tie some stuff together. This is a free plugin, I use it all the time. It's got a good bass sound, it sounds like a bass guitar, so yeah. I kind of just followed the rhythm of the drums. I'll play the bass with the drums so you can kind of see where I got this rhythm from. If you actually go up, you'll see like, oh, what the heck are all these? This preset, they have just sounds that you might actually hear on like a real bass guitar. Like that one just kind of makes it sound like they're like sliding up to the next note on the guitar. I added a little bit of this stuff to make it sound a little bit more realistic. I feel like it goes a long way. Like it's a pretty subtle difference, but like if you're trying to make those like samples from scratch and you want it to sound realistic, I would say like, however, whatever you can do to make it sound more realistic, then you're gonna want to do that. I'm gonna show you guys these vocals. They're so fire, and they kind of tie this whole beat together. For processing for those, I didn't do a whole lot. I kind of just cut out some of the lows, or a lot of the lows and a lot of the highs, and then I just added a fruity reverb, so really not a whole lot of processing. I also found these ones. Those are also from Splice. Next sound I got was these strings. I got these strings from Omnisphere, vintage 1964 string orchestra. Strings are kind of following the bass pattern. From there, I kind of just added a couple more things. Like I added this organ from Splice. I didn't use the whole thing. I kind of just chopped up this first part. I also got this little saxophone. As far as other instruments, I also added this little crackle, just like some vinyl effects. The only other thing I added was this little hit from Infinite's Foundation Kit. I rendered it out, edited in Audio Editor, click on the sample rate, change the sample rate from 48,000 to 15,000. Make sure you press resample. It'll cut out some of the frequencies and it'll make it sound more vintage. Last thing I did to this sample was pitched it down one semitone. So fire. We open up a new project file and I got the loop that we just made. First thing I'm gonna do is up the BPM. Most BigXthaPlug beats around like 120 to 125. Let's do like 123. watching the video, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you guys checking in. You guys are awesome. See you guys later. Bye.